We are about to experience another heat wave. Temperatures exceeding 112 degrees pretty much for the next 5 to 7 days. But I think I'm better prepared this time around. Watering deep in the mornings before the sun comes up or as the sun is coming up has helped a lot. I don't water at night anymore. I treated the whole area with great white microbes and seaweed probably every 3 days for the last 2 weeks, and I think it helped a lot. So let's go check everything out. A lot of activity this morning. It's July 6th. These girls are real happy. They're doing pretty good. Thought we had people coming over. Not sure how this will come out on camera, but everything's real happy right now, for the most part. You know, we have these red Russian kales coming back. We have the Swiss chard coming back, which is really awesome. It's a little wilty, but that's some of the older leaves that were damaged, but the newer plants coming up are real nice for the chards in this area. The kale's really nice. I don't want to spend too much time on this, on individual plants. I'm going to try to do more of a walk around. This girl's doing pretty good. So, let's see here. We have a whole bunch of, it looks like maybe some kind of pepper plants coming up. I don't know. These plants look like an invasive native plant, but you can tell the difference from the stem. The stem's not spiny like the other plant. Some cucumbers. I planted a whole bunch of cucumbers in the area, but this is the lone survivor, I guess. The beets aren't doing good. We do have lots of bug damage on the datoras, which is fine. They're just a native plant that just kind of grows here. So as long as the bugs are eating that and not our food crops, I'm happy. Cabbages, I'm doing okay. Some of them are doing great, some are not. I believe these are Jersey cabbages all right here. The beets just are not doing well. Datora's getting eaten alive in this area. Maybe someone could chime in, but take out that sucker. These tomato plants, they're a yellow pear variety. I mean, they're producing tomatoes, but I think the ground's just too wet and the soil conditions are not proper for them. So these tomato plants have a lot of what I'm used to, some kind of calcium deficiency, maybe even a tomato leaf curl, because there are white flies. So who knows? Just not worrying about it too much. This tomato plant has some curl going on with it, but it's growing nice still. It's starting to produce some tomatoes. Cover crops are coming in nice. We have a cool little kale plant over here. Now this pumpkin's starting to grow and take off, which is nice. We have a nice little pumpkin patch growing. Some broccoli's growing in between. The broccolis are kind of struggling. Or at least half of them died off and the other half are starting to do good. So it's interesting. But this is a pumpkin plant right here. It's going to be nice to watch that grow. Lots of purple basil. This is all purple basil right here. some collards that we have growing. They're just not, they're just, this type of collard I think is used to a different kind of environment. So it would be cool to grow some collards from someone who's growing them in this area. Something that's a little more heat resistant. Some tomatillos. A little tomatillo patch growing. A lot of tomatillos. They're not doing that well, but they're coming along. Lots of kale. I'm trying to keep the video short, but the kale is doing good. The datura on this side of the yard's not really being eaten that much by bugs. Hey girls, I've been putting wood down, or tree branches, so they don't. Hey girl, come here. Alright, another tomato plant we have growing. Let's see here. Not sure how this will come out with the sun, So unfortunately I had to move these weed plants around. I moved this plant, it's in a 1-gallon container. I had to move it, and when I moved it, there was a bunch of roots on the bottom. And it did not like that, so it's a little droopy. It's going to take a couple weeks for it to come back. But I did that to this plant and that plant. The other plants I did not do it to, and they're doing fine. Some indicas and some sativas. So the kale is growing good in this area. I'm loving the kale over here. Very little bug damage to the kale. I'm actually very happy about that. I'm going to start eating the kale a lot more. The watermelon's starting to vine out, which is cool. Hopefully I can get it to start growing down here even. Not sure what this is. This might be a oregano or some kind of bay leaf. If you know, let me know. It might be basil even. I'm not sure. Kind of tastes like basil. Some butter crunch lettuce. We have a few of the butter crunch lettuces growing, which is cool. Swiss chard. So, see how it turns out with the heat wave coming up. We have some new plants growing. I don't know what my buddy planted, but let's find out. Yeah, what do you think of this little chill area I made? People can hang out, sit by the fire, talk to the goats. Hey girls, what's up girls? Is that right? Hey girl, what's up girl? What's up?